Good morning, folks. According to every coach I've ever had, goal setting is very important. We need to know what we're aiming for if we ever want to hit our target. Depending on how much you adhere to the goal setting mentality, you may set personal goals, such as dropping 10 pounds by summer vacation. You may set professional goals, like write 10 mortgages by the end of the fiscal year. You might set relationship goals, such as dedicating one night each week as a date night with your spouse. Now, I'm not the best with goals, but I do have one goal, a spiritual goal, that I am quite vocal about. My goal is this: at the end of the day, when I'm standing before God, I want to confidently report that I've done everything I can to improve the lives of those around me. It is with this goal in mind that I mentor to as many folks as I can, and why I share stories like this one on social media. I've lived a rather interesting life so far, and I've certainly made my fair share of mistakes and discoveries. More than that, I've collected story upon story from folks that I've met, and they're all either in my head or written down in some form or another. Back in the day, people used to gather around a fire while the crazy old guy told stories of ages past. Nowadays, we sit at our children's bedsides and read them stories that convey certain lessons or meanings, all with the hope that in imparting our little ones with this knowledge, they'll be better prepared to face the world when we're not there to take those hits for them. Everyone has a unique story, and I'm no different. My path in faith has been special. I've had my ups with God, and I've had my downs. I've walked away from Him before. I studied with Buddhists, Jews, Muslims, and a man who practiced Shinto. I've broken bread with Mormons, fierce atheists, Catholics, Zionists, and every other form or flavor of Christianity who would give me the time of day to let me pick their brain. After 12 long years, I finally understood something fundamental about faith. It is a special, personal bond that one has with divinity that shapes their lives in ways they cannot imagine. In an effort to share some of the ideas that I've been able to gather, the stories that I know, I am embarking in a miniseries of sorts where I detail my own personal journey and share some of the insights that I've gleaned. I'm naming this particular series Revelations for two key reasons. First off, that particular book is my favorite in the Bible because even though it's filled with the literal end of all we know, it carries within itself a promise of a victory that will trump every other victory to date. The second reason I'm naming this series of study Revelations is because the word revelation directly means a surprising revealing of a fact in a dramatic way. Many of the stories that I share are not previously known to a wider audience. And, knowing me, I'm definitely going to add a dramatic flair to my inflection, especially as I get into what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to convert my audience to my particular brand of faith. In fact, I am of the firm belief that faith must come from within. Instead, my revelations are simply meant to share my own belief with the world in an easily digestible form with the goal of providing thought-provoking concepts or ideas to you, my audience. If at the end of the day, what I share helps one person better understand their connection to a higher power or prompts someone to analyze their life in even the smallest way, I shall consider this effort well spent. I hope you all enjoy.